welcome to the show today. I appreciate everyone coming out and being a part of this. We are filming live at the White Dove Cafe on 7th Avenue here in Flagstaff, Arizona. I had a great week last week. As you all know, yesterday was First Friday Night Art Walk, and downtown was really happening. On Wednesday, I had the opportunity to stop by the Sunnyside Marketplace. There's a lot of local artisans there with things to sell for the holiday season, as well as attend the Workforce Investment Board meeting where Director Carter from the DES, Arizona Department of Economic Security, came and talked about the changes that he would be making to programs there. Tuesday, of course, was City Council Day, and Monday I had the opportunity to have dinner with some representatives from APS. Well, moving right along, today we have several guests, and I'm really excited to introduce our first guest, which is Deputy Chief Musselman from the Flagstaff Police Department, and he is coming here today to speak to us about the local toy drive for the holidays.
Thank you, Coral. It's good to be here.
So can you please let us know what is the purpose of the toy drive that we do every year?
Well, throughout the year, the officers identify less fortunate children on calls they respond to. The calls can range from domestic violence to child abuse to child neglect. While the children's initial perception of officers is not always a positive one, the toy drive allows the officers the pleasure of returning to the child's home right before the holidays with an armload of toys. The program not only brightens the officers' Christmas, but helps children who are in desperate need and helps improve their perception of the police officers.
Well, we talk about law enforcement toy drive. Are there more than one agency? Is there more than one agency involved, or who's exactly involved with this?
Yes, predominantly it's the agencies that make up law enforcement in northern Arizona. The Flagstaff Police Department, Coconino County Sheriff's Department, Department of Public Safety, Yavapai Sheriff's Department, Williams and Winslow Police Departments, Prescott and Sedona, as well as CASA, Citizens Against Substance Abuse.
That's quite a few agencies. And so who is eligible to receive toys, and how would someone refer someone to receive toys? How does that work?
The officers themselves will nominate families, but if citizens or the public recognizes a family, they can do referrals through school teachers, counselors, or a police officer, law enforcement professional they know. If there's any further questions on that, they can call Sergeant Jackson at the police department, and his direct line is 556-2300.
And I know that I've had a lot of people in the community that have mentioned that they want to drop off toys and be a part of this. Where exactly do they drop the toys off?
Well, we have several drop-off locations this year. Suddenlink down at 1601 South Plaza Way, Coconino Community College on Lone Tree, the Humane Shelter on East Butler, Mike's Bikes, 3122 East 66, Meineke at 1830 East Route 66, Cold Country here on North 4th Street, the Flagstaff Police Department, and our booth is actually set up at the Cal Ranch store, so they can drop it off there during normal business hours.
Oh, great. And how long does the toy drive run?
We're running it this year through December 22nd. We like to wrap it up. It gives us a couple days to get the toys all delivered right before Christmas.
And speaking of delivery, who delivers the toys?
The different law enforcement agencies in northern Arizona will deliver to their respective jurisdictions, if you will.
Okay. And so also, are there any specific items? I know that Christmas time is definitely difficult, and I'm wondering if there's certain items that you need more of that you don't get, or is there any specific items that you guys would like to see?
I'm glad you asked that. This year, we're trying to expand it a little bit. We're also collecting gifts for our seniors, items that they would really appreciate: slippers, socks, scarves, those kinds of things. We're taking non-perishable food for the local food banks. If people wish to give in that direction, that would be great, as well as pet food. During the holidays, struggling parents like to give all the resources towards their kids and their family, so sometimes the pets may suffer in the household, and we're hoping to alleviate some of that burden.
Right.
Traditionally, we have a hard time with teenage gifts because they tend to be higher priced, and not too many people can drop off those types of items. So if you really wish to give gift cards to Walmart, Best Buy, those kinds of things really come in handy. that we can re-gift those to the kids in that age group.
And maybe you could just give us one more time the contact information and the individual that they can call if they have any direct questions, or they want to drop off something, or they need to make a referral.
Yes, Sergeant James Jackson is our public information officer at the police department, and the police department's located at 911 East Sawmill, and Sergeant Jackson can be reached at 928-556-2300.
Well, thank you so much, Chief Musselman, for being here today on the show, and we greatly appreciate it, and we are very thankful for the law enforcement tour drive here in the community.
Thanks for the invite, Coral, and thank you to the citizens who make this possible for the police officers and the community.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. We'll be right back after this break. Hi, I am here today with Morgan, an alabaster snowflake, who is Santa Claus' top elf?
Yes, I'm a master elf.
Master
Yes,
elf.
absolutely.
And they are with the North Pole Experience.
Correct.
And I'm so excited to hear about this because this is something that's relatively new. And so I'm wondering, can you just give us some kind of sense of what is the North Pole Experience?
Go ahead, Morgan.
The North Pole Experience actually has been around for 4 years. So Santa has allowed children into the workshop for the past 4 years, but this year we are new to Flagstaff. So Santa requested a brand new workshop. We have 8,500 square feet of an interactive workshop space for families all around the world to come and visit.
So let me just ask a question. So I just want to make sure I understand this. So Santa has actually set up a workshop here in the Flagstaff area, and kids can go and interact with Santa?
Actually, the children have a portal here that leaves on a trolley ride from Little America and goes out toward Fort Tuthill. There's a magic portal that the children travel through, and then it transports them magically to the North Pole. So the North Pole actually has been where it has always been for hundreds of years. It's just that we have a portal now here in Flagstaff that's been open for the children to travel there with their families. And then once they arrive, they go through Santa's Toy Hall of Fame. They see a lot of the toys that Santa's developed throughout the years. I come out and give an orientation to the children to tell them what to expect once they're there. And then they get to sit side by side with all the elves and build some toys, which are actually for some other children that aren't able to get to the workshop. So we kind of indoctrinate, give the children an opportunity to do some charity, for other children. And then they also get a chance to walk through to the bakery area where they're served
There's a
snowman
bakery.
soup and cookies. Oh, absolutely. There's treats for the kids. There are rewards for working
wow.
hard at the North Pole. And then we also have Elf University as part of the program, where the children get an opportunity to learn about classroom behavior, the way Santa likes to have things conducted in the classroom, community responsibility, things like that. Hopefully the things that they're learning at home and in their own schools on this side of the portal as well.
So when they go to the North Pole, they're actually helping to create toys for other kids that Santa's going to deliver the other kids, and they're leaving the toys there.
Yes.
That is just, and then they're going to the Elf University. Tell us a little bit more about Elf University.
Well, Elf University is actually where all the elves learn how to build all the toys that Santa creates, because Santa creates some pretty marvelous things, from Xboxes to Raggedy Anns, everything in between. But the elves have to learn themselves how to make those toys, and that's where they're instructed. Now, obviously, we don't have time to teach all the children that visit how to make complicated toys,
Right.
because it's a program that the elves go through on a daily basis throughout the whole year. But for the children that visit, they get a chance to see where the classroom is, how Santa likes to have all his students and his elves behave in the classroom, take notes, share with each other, have positive attitudes, and things of that nature.
Now, I got to ask this because how many years have you been with Santa?
337.
Wow.
I know.
And so are you you're the master elf, the head elf. Are all elves about the same age?
Most of the elves are at least 200 years old, but there isn't anyone that's quite approached my age yet.
And how old is Santa?
Oh, that's a good question. I wouldn't want to answer that for him, and I certainly wouldn't want to ask Mrs. Claus how old she is.
Now, is Mrs. Claus there as well?
So she is back at Little America. So once the families board the trolley, they take about a 10-minute ride through the magic portal. They're at the workshop for about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. They take the trolley back to Little America through the magic portal, and Mrs. Claus is waiting for them there in the lobby to read stories to the kids before bedtime. Parents are allowed to hang out at the hotel and just kind of sit and fire and take in everything they just experienced up at the workshop.
Nice. And so where is Rudolph in all of this?
Well, Rudolph obviously is at the North Pole with Santa. Right now, a lot of the children ask where Rudolph is when they come to visit because they want to see the reindeer. But we're getting so close to season now that they're actually out doing maneuvers, doing their flight plans and things like that. It takes a lot of preparation to get all the toys delivered in one night for Santa.
So, do see his quarters though. In
Oh,
their
really?
sleigh room. So they can see the flight patterns of where the reindeer are. They can see Santa's sleigh, and then they can also see Santa where Rudolph's main digs are.
Yeah.
So how long will this portal be open to take kids there?
Portal's open through December 27th of this year, I believe.
Okay, so they can even go after Christmas if they'd like to.
There are a few days after Christmas that are available, absolutely.
Okay, and so how would someone get a hold of the portal? I mean, how would we find the portal? You keep talking about Little America. Is that where everyone meets?
Yes, so all of our trolleys, so there are no cars, no one can just come to the North Pole. They have to go through the magic trolley. So they arrive at Little America, they check in, they're allowed to have dinner. We have dinner programs set up that they can have an Impex feast, if you will, before they go. They can get on the trolley. That's where we have lights set up, so millions of Christmas lights. It makes it really, really pretty. It's a very holiday, scene.
Yeah.
We have sleigh rides going out the back of the hotel. So we have a lot of stuff going on for families, and that's our trolley launch station, we like to call it, is Little America. So families can go online at northpoleexperience.com, and we have tickets there, and tickets are $55 for adults and $49 for kids, and we're actually going to be on sale for 2013 next week.
Oh, wow. And there's also a phone number here. Can I just go ahead and give everyone that phone number? So to get in touch with Santa's workshop and to experience the North Pole experience, a direct number is 480-686-5774. Or you can go online at thenorthpoleexperience.com. And so it looks like the portal will be open until the 27th of December this year, and you can start purchasing tickets for next year's experience next week. And it was so nice to meet you, Morgan. And Alabaster Snowflake, it was very nice to meet Santa Claus's head elf.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.
So much.
Appreciate it.
To Morgan and Alabaster Snowflake from the North Pole Experience. Here's some videos that we shot from the actual location that's out at Fort Tuthill.
Come on in, welcome. Santa's Toy Invention Hall of Fame.
Over here, Santa has a lot of his most valued collections through the years. Raggedy Ann dolls, Evel Knievel, Potato Head, Mr. Potato Head, Red Ryder BB guns, everything. We have it here for all the kids to enjoy, the big kids and the young kids as well.
In the doorway is actually Santa's original workshop right in here.
A lot of people don't know that, but years and years ago, when the world was a much smaller place, Santa was able to make all the toys for all the children right here in this workshop. This is his original workshop bench. It's a little bit messy. He hasn't used it in a long time. And we also have the North Pole compass here. This is also something that we show to the children so that they understand that they are at the North Pole. When they see the needle spinning round and round and round in a circle, they know they're at the North Pole. This is our first transformer that Santa had as a prototype 200 years ago. That's the original Bumblebee. This room here is where the elves actually do all of their work. They're getting ready to go on shift. But this is actually the workshop area. This is where Santa does a lot of his painting projects here. They hang from here.
Then right through this way
is the main factory area. And this is where Santa Claus processes all of his toy orders. The elves help him get everything packed. Come down the slides. The elves do all the wrapping in here. And then they're brought to Santa in the sleigh hanger for him to take and deliver on Christmas Eve. Paper and all of our specialty type things. The elves really like to wrap packages a lot. This is one of the most fun things. They always think that it's not the present that's important, it's the way that the package is actually wrapped. So, and then we have elves that are dropping and bringing down more things from the top into these bins over here to fill up the toys. And they
get brought over. Then everything gets stacked on the shelves right along here. Santa's Bakery, where all the children get a chance to go in and get some snowman soup and cookies in the bakery area. We have all of our cookies in here and all of our goodies, all the great stuff to munch on. So, Elf University, let's go on in, okay? Very good. Now this is Elf University, where all the elves learn how to make the toys that Santa creates. We also have some rules here. We have Santa's classroom rules, which are very important right there. A good example. Okay. Professor Bernard, or sometimes myself, Alabaster, will conduct class right from here to all the students, or all the elves, or the visitors here. And we go over the different layouts of the North Pole, how all the buildings are constructed. Professor Bernard has been in here lately, and we have some formulas for truck building, which are some of our guests actually can solve while they're sitting here. Then we can enter into Santa's offices right this way. This is Santa's personal books. Examine his maps. He likes to read notes from the children. Over here, his seat here, where he actually reads everyone's letters. So everyone has to make certain that they're actually being good. As you can see, people are leaving their things behind in Santa's office. And this is Santa's top secret naughty and nice list is stored right inside this room, right here, okay? So if you're naughty, your name is back in there. Right in here, this is where Santa takes photographs of all the families. So come on in, okay? All right. Santa has this Christmas tree set up over here, right? Nice and clear. Unfortunately, it looks like his throne is a little bit all messy. So I'll walk behind you and straighten that up real quick before you swing around. Santa, nope, that's it, no more
And we are back today. We have with us right now Carrie Ketchum from Northern Arizona Food Bank, and we're here to talk about holiday needs and really hunger here in Northern Arizona. Hi, Carrie.
Hi, Coral. Thank you for having me on today.
So I wanted to ask you, could you start out by telling us just a little bit about the food bank?
Well, our food bank was established here in Flagstaff in 1986, so last 26 years.
Yeah.
We have provided a little over $100 million in social economic aid to our community and throughout Northern Arizona.
Over $100 million in aid.
Right.
That is incredible. So can you kind of tell us, one of the reasons why we wanted to have you on today is because it's the holiday season, and you know, not only are presents needed, we had the Flagstaff Police Department here earlier talking about the law enforcement toy drive, but food is something that's not only holiday specific, but everyday specific.
Yeah, I mean, food is such a natural, basic necessity. It crosses all boundaries, and certainly we see a greater need at the holidays. However, hunger doesn't take a vacation. It's all year long, so we're very happy to be able to help our neighbors in need.
And so how many families do you serve approximately a month?
Well, it varies throughout the year. Last year, I think we had almost 9,000 of our neighbors visit our food bank. And if you look at the poverty statistics, 1 in 4 families suffering from food insecurity, and Flagstaff's population, you're looking at around 16,000 people that need help on a monthly basis, so very busy.
And so what type of food do you guys distribute?
Well, we have a great variety of food. Most of it is donated. During the holiday season, we also include a turkey, a ham, or elk meat, whatever the client would like, as well as a holiday bag that goes out with our food box that is probably one of the most nutritionally balanced food boxes in the area. We're really proud of our food boxes, so great volunteers.
And I also know, just because I've known you for a while, that there's more than just food that you're doing over there. You have something called, you have a wood delivery program?
You bet. we're going into our, I believe it's our 10th or our 11th year now with our Wood for Winter Warmth program. And, you know, in Flagstaff, when the temperatures drop down into the single digits, wood is such a, or heat, is such a basic necessity that we felt that it fit within our mission statement to be able to provide more than just food. We're trying to provide hope to a community in need, one person, one family at a time. And the Wood for Winter Warmth program has been very successful. We've given away over 1,200 cords of wood free of charge to our neighbors that are low income. They might be elderly, disabled. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't think our seniors should have to choose between heat, food, and medicine.
Right.
They're on fixed incomes and they're struggling. So it seemed like such a basic fit for our food bank.
Right. And I also had the opportunity, I knew a little bit about that program because I was there when you all received a grant from the Flagstaff Community Foundation, I believe it was, to assist with it. But I also heard something about a community garden.
Yeah, we've had a community garden now for a couple of years, and that's been really a neat tie-in with Flagstaff. We bring in water barrels, and so we've been able to share those with gardeners that want to recycle, catch rainwater, and it's just kind of taken off. And you know, if we can grow some of our own fruits and vegetables here locally and give them out with our emergency food box program, it just seemed like a really natural fit. There's something about getting your hands back in the dirt and kind of, you know, getting back to Mother Earth, and Flagstaff has such a great group of gardeners here that we wanted to be a small part of that.
Not only are you able to distribute food boxes that have canned and frozen food, but with something like a community garden on site, you're also able to make sure that there's fresh produce as well in those boxes.
Well, we try to be a fruit and vegetable, meat and potato type of food bank, you know. I often refer to it as Super Bowl food. A lot of organizations will donate things to the food bank that are maybe chips and sodas and, you know, things that aren't very healthy. And so we want to look at every opportunity here to glean what Flagstaff has to offer. We have a lot of our neighbors that will donate tree fruit, and just bring in the harvest, share it with the food bank, and we'll get it out to our neighbors in need.
I think that's just great. So are there any things that particularly in this time of year that you guys need at the food bank that we can let people know?
Well, and again, this is kind of general. It's all year long. What it takes to make our nonprofit successful is it takes an incredible volunteer group. So I often refer to it as food, funds, and friends.
Yeah, nice.
You know,
nice.
we need monetary support. You know, $5 here, $10 there. That's what it takes to make the food bank successful.
It was a very interesting statistic that I read about your food bank, in which you have an annual operating budget of approximately $200,000, yet the return to the community is $1.5 million annually.
Yeah, we're very efficient. We went through a major corporate reorganization and restructuring. You know, as a nonprofit, we were one of the first affected and one of the last to recover through the recession that we're going through. And so we went through our QuickBook line item by line item and eliminated every possible cost and expense so that we could be more efficient and be good stewards of our local donors' money. We do not receive state or federal dollars. We receive support from this community, one person, one donor, one client, one smile, one child at a time, and we're able to give back to the community a great deal.
And so all the food that's donated, or the funds that are donated, do they stay here in Flagstaff, Arizona?
They do. We used to be part of a larger corporate organization, and through this restructuring effort, we've shut down programs and brought everything into Flagstaff. And I want the community to know that this is your food bank. I just happen to be head cheerleader. Everything that we bring in local stays local. At one point, we used to have semi-trucks, and we would take food out to some of the remote rural areas, which I think is very important. But at $4 a gallon for diesel, the tremendous maintenance cost, we were able to take a look at that and say, you know, it's cheaper just to call and hire a truck broker to bring that food in so that we can make it available here locally.
So you need food, friends, and funds.
You bet.
And so what number, or where exactly is the food bank located? And what number can people call if they have one of those three things?
Okay. Our food bank is located over on East Huntington Drive. The address is 3805. Our phone number, if you get lost, it's a little, Huntington kind of splits. It's down on, down by APS, and then it comes up and goes to Industrial, then it returns to Huntington. So call us at 526-2211, and we'll help you find the place.
So that's 928-526-2211, and it's over on Huntington. And this is Carrie Ketchum with the Northern Arizona Food Bank, and we truly appreciate you being here today.
Thank you. It's such a pleasure to be a servant to this community.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we will be back right after this. Welcome back. Here we are at White Dove Coffee on 7th Avenue, my new home for my new show. And what would a new house be without a cat and without a interior decorator? So I'm here today with Kat Black from Homeco Ace over on Butler Avenue, and she's going to show us how to decorate for the holiday season. Hi, Kat.
Hi, Coral. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm looking at this table and I'm like amazed.
Oh,
I'm like, this is a lot of stuff.
Fun, yeah.
Yes, yes.
I'm just going to go over all the different things that I decided to bring today and why I bought them.
And so I want to make sure we can find this stuff again, though.
Oh, yeah,
So we can find it at Homeco Ace over on Butler.
Right. 1763 East Butler, right across the street from Sam's Club. Well, first I have this handmade little centerpiece display. We have a wonderful gentleman that works with us, Devin, at Homeco, and he came up with this idea. These are used wine bottles that he rolled in Epsom salt. These are little mason jars that he painted, and this just goes to show you really don't have to have a lot of money. You can just create something out of things that you have just to make a cheerful spirit.
So he took a Christmas wreath. We have, who doesn't have leftover wine bottles?
Gonna have them.
Rolled over in Epsom salt with a candle and put it all together, and we have a centerpiece.
Yeah, I have it sitting out at the design showroom at Homeco. I thought it was really cute, and I thought I would bring that.
Oh, I love it.
And the next thing that I'd like to talk about is the city just had a exchange light program. And I really learned what LED lights mean. And when you do the research, there's 85% savings in electricity when you use LED lights. So this is one of our oldest box of lights that got turned in. It's like a 1950. It has all old plugs, so I don't really know what kind of energy this was using.
Oh, definitely.
But the LED lights really are energy saving, and they last a long time, so it's really a good deal. We have them at Homeco for $4 a strand for some of the boxes.
And can people still bring in their old Christmas lights just in case, or is that over?
That ended, and I'm really sad about that. Everybody spread the word, and we had baskets and baskets that we gave back to the city. So it was a good program, but next year it's building. As time goes by, we see that more people are becoming active in that. So.
But these are the new light bulbs, and just looking at that, there's a huge difference between that and the old ones.
The 85% electric savings,
These
energy savings.
These are really pretty too.
Yeah. Anyway, another cute item that I thought was these are hand soaps. Every time you wash your hands, plays a little Christmas song, and I think the kids would like this, make them wash. There you go.
I love it. These are adorable.
Cute little hostess gift idea or something like that. And, just for the holidays, it's cute, and the kids get a kick out of it.
Probably should take that away from me. I'm going to keep
You
pushing
want
it.
one?
It's like they're adorable.
And we also have little hot pads. Friends come over, you make a pot of tea. It makes the house smell really good. And these are cute little ideas. Okay, cute little ideas.
And so you just set something hot on top of this,
Yeah,
like
and
the tea kettle, the teapot.
They have cinnamon, they
Oh.
have pumpkin
Oh, it
smell.
smells so
and
good.
It is, and it makes a nice little atmosphere when people come over to visit.
This would be a nice little hostess gift as well. Put in a bag, a little
Yeah.
ribbon on it. That's this is something that you could definitely use around
They run
around the
about
house.
$5 or $6. They're not too expensive,
Yeah.
and they're pretty good gift. And there's always the Christmas lights that we have at home, the little
I
necklace.
love
'Cause the kids
those.
all love them. They come in and touch them all the time. And another thing that I thought was a really cute idea is we have snow on the go at Homeco. And I have relatives in Florida, so this is a really cute gift to send home to them, or anybody wants to hang it on the Christmas tree. And I bought some here. You just add water, and you can see it's a little powder substance. And you add water. Yeah, well, I did that.
Oh
but-
wow! Oh wow!
Actually,
look at
I've never
that.
done that
Look
before,
at that!
but
Look
yeah,
at that!
it swells, and you can put more water on. All of it.
Oh.
Okay, all of it. There you go.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, and it
That
creates,
totally
and
looks-
it gets dry.
Oh,
you
look
feel
at that!
Yeah, it's snow on the go.
It's. I love
We're gonna make snowballs.
it. Ooh, does it make snowballs?
Yeah, well, you have to put it in a snowball holder. It
So
doesn't.
you could actually send someone snow
You can.
on the go
And
from
you can-
Flagstaff,
you
Arizona.
can
Let
use
everyone
it,
experience.
Sprinkle it around.
And it's not sticky. It doesn't
It's-
stick.
It's the same thing that they put into diapers, but
That's
it works this
amazing.
way. Yeah, I thought that was really
Oh
cute,
my God,
and you
that's
can get it at
amazing.
Homeco. It's a great gift. The kids like to play with it. It swells up. I think it's fun.
I think that's.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So
Look
we
at
have
that.
that. It comes in different packages. You can get a little snowball. You can get a jar. You can put it on the Christmas tree. To get rid of it, it just shakes off. It doesn't stick to
Snow
anything.
to go.
Snow to go.
Just mix a scoop of snow to go powder with water to have instant snow.
That was my first time.
Will not melt and will last for weeks. Oh, that is so cool.
That's right. The
I
other
love
thing
it.
that we have at Homeco we just got in are these candles. They're real candles. They have little just little oil inserts in there. You can light them up. The candles last forever.
wow.
And they're just really beautiful and add a nice little charm to the house.
And so, do you have different flavor or different scent?
There's
oil?
different ones that you can get if you want to get different scents, and those are also available. Different colors. We have purple, we have gold, we have green. There's really beautiful colors there. But, it's little ideas that you can, help to make the season a little more cheerful.
I absolutely love this set too. I think this is just so beautiful.
beautiful.
I can just imagine all of these
Oh,
lit.
my
You
God.
could probably use little tea candles as
You
well if
can
you
use
didn't
little
want
tea
scent.
candles, and actually I do have one in here where you can just light it up with these little automatic lights.
Oh
and
wow! So these
so-
are the flameless
Flameless. You can
that
put
are
that in
that
there.
are used
Yeah.
with. Look how beautiful that would be.
Yeah.
I just love. I really love
Makes
this
a
set.
beautiful thing. You can keep them up all year round too, which is nice.
Yeah.
And the last thing I thought I'd mention is sometimes we all like to get a good tip on, maybe some nice, desserts around town or wines around town or good bargains. These are my favorite bargains. These are 2 wines that I really keep all the time in the house. They run about $4 a bottle. We got this one here, Ugly Duck, is at Walmart. Around $4, $4.97 a bottle. Delicious, light, not too alcoholic or heavy. So I always give them, and I like to keep them in my house. They're really reasonable. You can keep a few bottles. And the other one, I got this one at Safeway. This is called 2 Vines. It comes in a lot of different flavors, but just light and,
Light and crisp.
an interesting little thing to keep around the house so you don't have to spend too much money when guests come unexpectedly.
And so both of these is just a darker.
Oh, that's my favorite. That's a
Your favorite?
Shiraz. Yeah,
Shiraz,
oh,
okay.
yeah.
So definitely have to try that. It's like we
Yeah.
have a highly
Oh, yeah.
recommended there, and then 2 Vines again, a Merlot.
Yeah.
So and wow, I just think that it's really amazing sitting here looking at the different ideas. That none of them are too expensive.
No.
And everything is something that can be done. And look how fun. This is just
Oh, the
fun.
kids love it. The kids come into Homeco and they're always touching it.
Yeah, they're always touching it. And when you look at this, just an empty wine bottle that's been rolled in Epsom salt with 2 beautiful candles in the middle of a wreath, that's just incredible.
Makes a nice decoration.
And so if we were to go into Homeco Ace on Butler, would you be there to help us with some of
I
this?
would.
or-
They have a new design showroom over there. I'm right there in the front. If you need any help, everyone's very helpful over there. They can help you find any of these products. We have them throughout the store and placed together. So you just let them know, walk in, and you'll usually see me there in the front. Yeah.
Well,
That's at 1763 East Butler, right across the street from Sam's Club.
And Kat, I'd like to have you back maybe in a couple months as we move forward into another holiday season, Easter and spring, because that way you could help us even come up with other ideas to kind of just change it around a little bit, because decorating your house doesn't have to be expensive.
No, and I would like to bring up that we do have a new program at HomeCo where you can email us your picture of the outside of your house or the inside of your house, and we can show you the house that is finished in a different color, whatever you're thinking.
Oh, really?
So maybe in the spring we can start talking about refurbishing your house.
Okay, so just tell us once again, on Butler, where? What's the address?
1763 East Butler Avenue.
And thank you.
The email address is
I had to touch it.
cblack@homecoace.com.
So C Black.
cblack@homecoace.com.
Well, I truly appreciate you coming in today, and I look forward to having you back on the show.
Thank you.
And I love
I know.
those.
Got to get him to order more.
I love them. So thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.
I'll be back. Thank you.
We will be right back after this break.
All right, well, here's a little instrumental I wrote called Journey to Rome.
Thank you very much for joining us here today with the Coral Evans Show, shot at the White Dove Cafe on 7th Avenue. I am here with Terry Allen, who is from the Flagstaff School of Music. He has been providing us with our music all day. And Terry, thank you.
You're welcome.
Can you tell me a little bit about the Flagstaff School of Music?
Why, certainly. We give music lessons to all ages, all different styles. We have 12 teachers. We teach bass, drums, guitar, piano, vocals, a lot of other things. And we do it all day long, so we can work with your schedule pretty good.
And you're located right next to the White Dove Cafe on 7th Avenue, right?
Right. We are 2213 East 7th, right next door.
Well, it's my understanding that you're going to play us out with a song that you wrote. So I truly appreciate having you today, and I'm looking forward to hearing this last set.
Thank you. Yes, this is called The Taxi Cab Driver. And may we all find such friendly people in hard times. I met a taxi cab driver on the way to the beach. He offered me an apple or a pear or a peach, but I had things on my mind. I wasn't too kind. Told him to get moving, I was running behind. Never mind. Couldn't help but notice as he drove across town, he really didn't let the traffic jams bring him down. He whistled while he worked, he smiled and he waved. I had a close encounter with a dreamer that day. Hey, hey. Something about a man who holds his head up, no matter what's a-coming up around the bend. He knows where he's going, he knows what it takes to get there. Never really tried that hard to find the reason for the season or the tie that binds, but I'm thinking it's time. I met an airplane pilot on the way to D.C., talking in a coffee shop about being free. He said it was something when he learned how to fly, just him and an old biplane and nothing but sky. My, something about a man who holds his head up, no matter what's a-coming up around the bend. He knows where he's going and he knows what it takes to get there. I never really tried that hard to find the reason for the season or the tie that binds, but I'm thinking it's time. Well, he said, I gotta go, with a gleam in his eye. My passengers are boarding, and he straightened his tie, and with a mutual salute, we went our own way. I had another close encounter with a dreamer that day. Hey, hey, hey. something about a man who holds his head up, no matter what's a-coming up around the bend. He knows where he's going, and he knows what it takes to get there. I never really tried that hard to find reason for the season or the tie that binds, but I'm thinking it's time. I never really tried that hard to find the reason for the season or the tie that binds, but I'm thinking it's time. Yeah, I'm thinking it's time. Now I know it's my time. Well, certainly. Thank you very much. That's a cut, huh? Never really tried that hard to find the reason for the season or the tie that binds, but I'm thinking it's time. Yeah, I'm thinking it's time. Now I know it's my time.